have a lot of marks here. They're from different countries, especially from West Africa. We have some from Ghana, Mali, Ivory Coast. So if anybody is in South Africa, can visit our gallery, and we can also play drum for the person. This is some of my artworks which I collected from West Africa. Over here we have a bronze head. This is from Benin in Nigeria. We collected them together with the other one. They are very old pieces which I revere so much, and they are a symbol of wealth.
My name is Djembe from Soweto. I was born, bred and raised in Soweto. I first started to play drums in 1994 at Funda Center in Soweto. When I went to Funda Center, I wanted to play drums, but I didn't know there was any djembe, so I just wanted to play African drums. So maybe 6 months into the course, we had a workshop from a West African Adama Drame. So that's where I studied the djembe from. Another guy from Ghana, I think his name was Clevo or something like that, so he came to teach at Funda Center. And then since I was playing the drums there, well, I play djembe, it's West African, but I incorporate South African rhythms, whether it be Shangan or Pedi or Tsonga. So like there's a slight difference in the approach of the rhythms, but you find things that are similar. Like you would find the accompaniments they use in West Africa, they also use here. Like, well, in West Africa they would use djembes, but in South Africa they use 3 drums instead of 1 drum. And then you would have the bass, and then the bass drum would be 1 big drum, and then you would have 2 other drums. The one would be high pitched, that would give you, which is the slap on the djembe. And then the mid one would be the minimum on the djembe. So you would have 3 people playing 3 drums instead of 1 playing 1 drum.
This drum is originally from Zimbabwe. It's used by the Tsonga tribe. And as you can see, it's a little bit different from our normal West Africa djembe, which we have here. And then we have these small drums also from Zimbabwe, which is a little bit different from ours. Then we created this big drum here with a trunk. You can see it's a trunk. It's a tank. It's like a container, but we use the hide of an ox to create this drum as part of our blending southern region drum with the normal djembe that we have.
said, I play drums, but drums is one of the things that I do. And at first I had been doing things like making wire cars and little toys and whatever as I grew up. And then I ended up playing with cloth and making clothes, sewing machine and all that. I went to a vocational training school and I studied upholstery, which led me to end up being an interior decorator for a couple of years before I studied the drums. And I came into the drums, but then I met another guy who's my tutor. He's in London. His name is Djembe. And then he said one thing, that it's not a big issue to do many things. You can incorporate them all and then do it all, because there's this thing about if you concentrate on one thing, you stick to that and then nothing more. But then with me, it was kind of a seesaw. If one goes down, the other one must go up. So I ended up doing them all. Yeah, and one other guy that I recently just got what can I say? I recently got to know him directly in terms of rhythms. It's Mamadi Keita. And I'm not sure from which country, but he's West African. So now recently I just got in, two of my friends went to Amsterdam or so, and then they brought in 2 DVDs, and then those were Mamadi Keita's DVDs. So I've been listening and studying that ever since I got them. It's about maybe 4 or 5 months now. So he inspired me a lot, and wherever he is, you should know that. Big up to him and everything. I just wish I could meet him, because some of the rhythms that I play now are partly inspired by whatever he does. The youthfulness in his playing also inspires me to stand up and strap the djembe and just play standing.